Farm with another clean fast food. Today we're going to be doing an apple kale salad. That's going to be fresh and easy to do. We're going to start with some kale from the garden here, different colors, a couple bunches of what you want. Okay, next moving on. Our celery. Some celery from some Christmas to go with the apples. Not a lot, it's a strong flavor. If you ever try growing your own celery, you won't go back to store-bought. So much more flavor. There's some endless apples that would normally not get ripe until September or so, but they're perfect for what we want. We want a green tart apple for the salad. Real simple. Just going to take 3 apples. That'll work. So we're laying out the ingredients here for a kale and apple salad, fresh from the garden. We're also going to be topping it with hard-boiled eggs on our farm. So we use a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Along that we use a little bit of squeezed lemon. We use some olive oil, some sea salt, kosher salt, anything like that, and about a 1/4 cup of raisins or dates, or raisins even, about a 1/4 cup of slivered almonds, some dry Parmesan cheese, shredded, grated, or Romano. You could also use that as well. Pecorino would work too. And a couple green apples. These have to be Chehalis from my garden. And this time of year, you're not going to have a lot of green apples, maybe some Gravensteins, but mostly other kinds are perfect for this kind of a tart taste that we want to go with the kale. And of course some fresh squeezed lemon. And we're going to top it with hard-boiled eggs for our farm. And then celery, of course, which we're going to chop, and we're going to take the ribs out of the kale. That'll do it. I'm going to take the ribs out of the kale. Pretty simple. Set those aside. Each one. I'll actually go to the chickens. Enjoy that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this kale up pretty fine. Next we chop our celery. Again, this is really flavorful. It's very strong flavor. It's so good when it's fresh from the garden. It's so good. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2. And I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, maybe 1 1/2. And then we're going to squeeze some lemon here. I really happen to like this lemon squeezer. I don't know what brand it is, but man, it's sure great. I'm also going to add some of this Mrs. Dash stuff, about a 1/4 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon. Kale and the celery mix. I don't want to get too much on here, just a hair more. Always add more, you can't take it away. Okay, we let that sit for about 5-10 minutes. I've rinsed up the apples, and you know, you can cut them into matchsticks and all that kind of stuff, but this works just as well. It's so much faster. These nice little shreds. I just feed the rest of it to the chickens afterwards. They're always happy about that. In my case, I'm going to use 2 green apples. If you had a large apple, probably be fine, but this is going to turn brown unless I mix it quickly with the salad, because the salad's got the lemon in it. And that's going to make it so it doesn't turn brown, oxidize. Is that any craisins we're cutting? Covered almonds, Parmesan cheese, mix. Toppings with the chopped hard-boiled eggs. That way it gives us a kind of a complete protein dish. We have protein, we've got everything we need. We could make this a one hot meal if you wanted. Your grandmother would be proud of you. And we're about finished. So, reviewing, we started with kale, chopped deveined kale. We added some shredded apple, green apple. While they were sitting, we mixed together some of our lemon juice and our olive oil and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And we spread that on the kale and apple and let them mix together, as well as the chopped celery. And then finally, we added, of course, a little bit of salt, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and as well in the olive oil stuff, we added some of the Mrs. Dash stuff, the herb mix, and we topped it with the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs. And the eggs will pick up all that. You don't really need to salt and pepper them separately. You might need to taste it final for pepper, but other than that, we have kale, apple, summer salad, refreshing, clean fast food. Bon appetit.